open fences underneath concerning for the ducks, but I hope they hustled the way to get to the pond this morning. But the topic of the message, I like this topic. I'm going, responsible of our relationship. Responsible of our relationship I did this morning, but I like this one too. Now this is what, this is crazy about, like, this is like so much a significant thing concerning our interaction with others as human beings, that that certain people naturally react like this doesn't matter as much. Certain, like, I guess most people, they don't think that this is something that we should take consideration of how we do this, what I'm talking about concerning relationships, and it's really important of how you do this, what I'm going to talk about concerning, and how much this relationship is going to be getting better, or if you're not concerned about this ideal, it will be getting worse. And it's very important, but I think this ideal, people don't consider this ideal when they're in a when they're around people and in a relationship. But the topic of this message is called the reality of being responsible of your response. Yeah, look at that. Responsible of, more likely responsible of how you respond to things. Yeah, that's what, responsible of how you respond to things. That reaction for certain people, for most people these days, people do not take consideration. Some people just like, really most of these responses are genuinely natural reactions. If, something happened, they're like, or if somebody came in the room, that respond, like, or like, hey, how's it going? What's up? How we respond to things is so important in how, somebody need to shut that door on the side. And how relationships are going to be cultivated and it's a whole lot of reasons, really. It's a whole lot of reasons to response that is just so important to people, especially people are hurt. If somebody hurt and going through something, and how you respond to a person that's hurt and went through something, or the lack of not responding at all. Woo. Yeah, it's so many, so many ways of how this can affect people so greatly, and it's people don't, of course, when you operate in darkness, you don't take no consideration of this idea. You know what I'm saying? You don't care how you respond. If somebody that you didn't like died, you'd be like, whatever, or somebody that you love died, it's like, oh my goodness, if something bad happened to somebody you don't like, or somebody, how you respond to things. And people are affected dearly about, especially, friends and family relationships, close relationships that you have established with somebody that is significant to you, and something happens, and how the person responds concerning they look, or if something happened, to the person find out you didn't try to get there to find out what happened, what's going on, what was, you trying to get there, how you respond to certain things is supposed to show if you care or you don't care, really. And the thing is, people need to be really, the thing is, when you establish the love of God in your heart, you will be careful of how you go and respond to people in certain ways. Because, the body language is an important language. Let me say that again. The body language is an important language, no matter how we may think it's all whatever. Most people like think, because I rolled my eyes at something that you said, and the relationship saga, or you kind of ignored me. You look like you was ignoring me when I was talking to you. All right, man. It's all kind of stuff. You was looking away at me while I was talking to you, or when I said this person, you kind of looked at like this. Hey, I'm getting into many people's business. All right, but it's that, and people, especially when it's a close relationship, and they don't know. Are you sincere of establishing this relationship with me? Are you really trying to be about working a relationship? Because here's the thing, you have to, I believe they say this word, work together to be together. You have to work out, because to me, relationships are for mature people. Let me say that again. Relationships are for mature people. Because why? Because that's why this title of this message is called The Responsibility. Because mature people are responsible, if they're mature, of how they respond to things and how they respond to people, concerning if you are truly caring about somebody or you don't care. And everybody want to say, I love you, I love you, I love you. But how you respond to things concerning the person shows a different action or reaction, And people, see that. And the sad part, the other person kind of ignore, when a person is interested in a person from the outward appearance, the physical attraction, and this person can show all the tendencies that I don't really care about you, I don't really like you, I'm just here with you because of this, they can show all these negative tendencies that, and looks, and say, I ain't really trying to get with you, and you ignoring it because he looked good or she looked fine, and all of a sudden, why you did this, why you cheated on me, why you said this, why you said that, we ignore the response of other people that claims to say that they love you or like you, and they just responding to you and responding, in certain ways and doing certain things. We ignore it, but that's another message. But I'm talking about how we respond. And the thing is, people need to take, when you have the love of God, that's all the love of God, what God taught me about, it's just simple about describing love and lust. Love is about having the ability or the energy to respond to things. I mean, it takes energy. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I got attacked by the berries of the palm tree here. Love is responding to the energy but if you have love, you will respond to things. Oh, people are just oh man, love will respond to the situation. Okay, I can't cross. Sorry, y'all. It's just people just, gosh. Love is an energy. You do something. It's not you just you if you care about something, you will do something. You will react. Love is an action. Love will always be a verb, no matter how many people have used and abused it, and know that you don't have the energy to or don't have the desire or true motive to truly try to care about somebody. But that goes that's when honesty is supposed to play a role of of a relationship that, people these days don't unfortunately care less about. Of course, like I said, it's just the person physically attractive, the person got money, the person has something. I'm just gonna be with this person, or this person is the kind of person that likes to talk to. Or, I like to talk with this person. I like to hang out with this person. We like to do this and we like to do that. But when it comes with somebody trying to help you in a situation and circumstances and stuff like that, that person doesn't respond well to be about helping you, or he or she is not trying to respond well to, see that she is just, or he is trying to just be with you just to be with you, you know what I'm saying? For what they can get out of you, you know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be, or it's not in their viewpoint, it's supposed to be a legitimate relationship that they have a responsibility to be about helping somebody. Yeah, but the thing is, that's lust, and that's the lust response, you know what I'm saying? And it show, but when people do that, the thing is, we're not supposed to really, Christians, we're not supposed to get mad, because we're supposed to expect that, because we know that John is right in 1 John 2, I think 15, that the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is in people. We're not supposed to get shocked if somebody respond negative at us concerning certain situations. But lust is the main influence that's going on in the world, and unfortunately going on with Christians. And plus, religious church system is running the show of the ideal of what a Christian and what a church is, and things are not going to, people are not going to cultivate the proper relationships with God that they need to respond concerning the things of the Spirit. Like, you have to mature spiritually, as what Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13:11. I talk like a child, I walk as a child, but I became a man mature in the spirit, and I put away childish things. I matured in what was talked about in that chapter, love. I matured in love, so I learned to love and learn to respond to people that need help, help in a situation or circumstances. I learned to respond, by the power of Jesus Christ, by faith, that, you're supposed to respond to things, if you are a Christian, to help people that is in bad situations. Is what we must learn each and every day if we truly want to represent Jesus Christ and respond like Jesus Christ. We got to be responsible of our response in conversations when the world is talking negative. You know what I'm saying? We will speak godly over the situation and how we respond, but that depends on the cultivation of your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Just the same idea, the relationship you have with others, it's the same dynamics of the relationship you have with God. If you spend time talking to God a lot, you will start responding like God a lot. But if you keep spending time with your friends that are negative and talk about negative things, you will respond just like your friends. And that's bad. Y'all have a wonderful day. All right. You know what I'm saying? You will start responding like your friends. But the thing is, that's really one of the main situations of why this world system does not care less about the response of what they give people. And it's all about the heart. It's really will always be all about the heart. What's inside our heart. Like what Jeremiah says, the heart can be deceitful. You may think that you're a caring person. You know what I'm saying? But your response concerning your heart can see things different. You may think that you are a good person or okay person, but your heart can speak different concerning that situation, That's the thing about what we need to understand about the responsibility of our response, that we need to know if we're not loving right, we need to learn to love right. If we're not doing what we're supposed to do, more likely we need to learn what we need to do, to be honest, and go through the process to learn so we can respond correctly at people that are in need of help, a need of understanding, a need of something to make relationships work out better. And that's the message. God be the glory in him forever and ever. In Jesus' name, amen.